You get the sense that John Downey, who kind of leapt in there in a questionable way, is a little bit more savvy perhaps than the prosecutor. John Downey has this interesting background. He practices criminal defense law and some civil law simultaneously in Chicago and Seattle. That's quite something.
It certainly is a geographical feat.
Yeah, and well, there are not many lawyers that practice, and certainly half a continent away.
It's very costly, I might add.
Yeah. Well, he's obviously a lawyer that has a lot of confidence because we saw what he just did.
Well, I mean, you have to look at the circumstances. Many times the nightly news videotapes people in compromising situations against their will, knowing they're actually aggravating people doing it. And if we were to start legislating against that type of conduct, the real question is, where do you draw the line? Because your First Amendment rights to free speech are going to be invaded. Mr. Palmer's situation, obviously, no one, even Mr. Palmer admitted to it. He suffered the consequences, lost his job, was fired, lost his pension benefits, and his family was humiliated. So he suffered the consequences for his acts, and he did it willfully. The real question is whether or not they should convict him for criminal trespass because they don't like the fact that he put a video camera in the locker room. And that's what we're here for, and Mr. Palmer's not guilty of a crime. I really wish the prosecutors would see that at this particular point and dismiss this case.
What of the tantalizing video that was the object of Palmer's detailed planning and determined effort? We'll never know. The only thing Palmer succeeded in recording was himself setting up the camera. That was before Palmer accidentally shut the camera off prior to the Seagulls even entering their dressing room.
We saw the video. I don't see what the big deal is. There was nothing on the video. He never videotaped anybody but himself. He caught himself on the video. How stupid.
Defense attorney John Downey doesn't deny his client attempted to make the video, but he does challenge the notion that his client was trespassing.
I told the person next to me that the light covering on that particular light was different, and it kind of made me a little nervous. And so she stood up and looked in there and said, "There's a camera in there."
When you saw that camera, how did you feel?
Shocked.
Palmer readily admitted placing the camera in the ceiling. He was promptly fired and charged with criminal trespass, charges that could send Randall Palmer to prison for up to a year and subject him to a $5,000 fine.
Of course, this conduct was improper. However, in the state of Washington, it was not illegal. And at best, it was an unauthorized act. However, if the state's theory holds water, then what we have is we have employers with the ability now to charge each employee that has violated a provision or policy of the employer. They can now charge them with criminal trespass.